Okay, it's a good thing that this intro didn't scare me like it did in the last episode. I swear, dude, this intro scared me so much that it should be illegal how much it scared me. Oh my lord. How are y'all doing? Welcome back to the Freeze, in which we're here for another another late night episode, aka early morning episode when you think about it. In which we're not going to be, doing an entire episode in which I rant about, or in which I do an entire review of a review that I reviewed an event on that I did a prelude to. We're not, trust me. What we are going to do is pretty much nothing. Well, actually, not nothing. Just not what you're used to, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna vibe. I'm gonna vibe with some Yagnog. I want to give my thoughts on some stuff. Not particularly Memoria Freese related stuff. I think I've exhausted freaking reviewing Memoria Freese events for like a solid 20 episodes. But no, I'd rather talk about something else. I don't know why, right? But let's put the music up a little bit. Apparently, I'm a bit of, okay, maybe not that high. Apparently, I'm a person that kind of, that kind of knows what they want to be. In the sense of the type of person who kind of knows what they want to be, how they want to be addressed as, and who they love and why, or who they're attracted to and why. And it's a very odd thing that I'm a very open person with a lot of stuff, you know. I'm very open, well, at least I'm trying to be an open-minded person with like new ideas, as in criticism. You know, like if I do like an essay, like I'm still kind of getting used to, you know, people criticizing my essay for being this, for being that. I'm getting used to sort of like how to formally critique stuff. I don't know, I'm just getting used to new ideas. And I'm very much used to, I've gotten used to ideas, a lot of stuff, and I've you know, and I support them all, you know. Well, not all of them. not if we're talking about ideas, we're also talking about theories, and one of the theories is that the freaking Earth is flat. I don't support that theory, but but my point is, even though I'm accepting of a lot of things, I also just, for some reason, I just decide to reject things. It might be because, like, I'm embarrassed, or I'm flustered, or I just don't want to believe it. I feel like I feel like it's odd that I'd reject the obvious. Although, at the same time, I feel like rejecting the obvious is something that rejecting the obvious is something that I feel like isn't obvious at the same time. Not that. I feel like rejecting the obvious is almost like a scapegoat. No. I feel like rejecting the obvious is it's like it's 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 like because you think that it's just like you think that you read one post and you're like okay, so then when I'm like this I'm like that, and that's completely separate from how I usually am. And I kind of just take that and I kind of just believe it. That's fine. Everyone has the right to their own opinion, and then people's opinions are also may or may not be liked by other people. Which is fine. It's just it's very odd that I would reject something, and it's something so obvious. Like if you tell me, like, if one of my friends tells me, like, oh, you skipped 3 days of Memoria Freeze, oh, I guess you screwed up, or I guess you gotta end the series, like, are you dead, or whatever, I'm like, no. Like, I'm gonna continue, I'm gonna keep on going. Like, if somebody tells me, like, oh, did you skip 3 days, I noticed they haven't uploaded in 3 days, I won't be like, oh, no, I haven't uploaded. Like, I have uploaded. I'll be like, yeah, I haven't. You got a problem with that, mate? Like, I'm having either super busy days or super lazy days. All right. So I'll be transparent with a lot of things, with a lot of people, with certain people, and then I'll just reject things. It's funny because I've always been one at times to kind of be intrigued at how I used to be, and how I still could be that person of which I used to be, which isn't anything bad at all. It's just I reject I'm just there's times in which I look back at how I used to be, and I find how I used to be quite quite intriguing, quite unique. Some of the things I might have said or done, I find very odd for me to have said it at the time. And so, I guess in a younger form of myself, I'm intrigued by that part of myself, that young part of myself. Even though I still technically am that young part of myself, but just there's a lot more now than before. Then, as much as I love to accept my younger self of who I used to be and who I still have I guess, remnants of left in me, I also just reject myself sometimes, and I don't like that. Like, I have ideas, and I just reject those ideas. And then I have feelings, and then I just reject those feelings, and it's just odd. I think it's mostly because I had tried a strategy. Well, probably not mostly, but maybe. I tried a strategy about a year ago, in which I would kind of like manipulate my brain to be like, okay, dude, you're not going to do anything today at all, and then I proceed to do everything I said I was going to do, and that would work. But I don't know. Now, there's times in which in which I accept, even though I accept myself, I reject myself, and I don't know what to do with myself if I'm always at war with myself. But it's not really war, it's like a cold war. It's a war it's there, but it doesn't always, it's not always apparent. It strikes when, a spy decides to arise when the time seems unsuitable. Not for the spy, but for me. And I don't know, I hate this Cold War in a sense that happens inside of me, inside of my mind, that I constantly accept ideas about the world, about other people, about other people's ideals, about me as a person, about like society and media and shit. And then I also reject a lot of stuff, including me. And it just leaves me confused, and you mix that in with a bunch of I guess friendships and dreams and hopes and projects, and I guess really just everything in general, and it all kind of just mushes together in a very odd orchestration, one might say. And I don't know. It's it's just odd. It's all odd in it. There's times where I reject myself about because I'm either jealous, but like not long-term jealousy, not jealousy that invades my brain for multiple weeks upon weeks. If anything, it's just a day or two. But you know what? The worst. Speaking of jealousy, you know what the worst type of jealousy is? Because I'm not a very jealous person. I'm very, happy for what I have. Really happy for the people I can talk to and stuff. But I really, the kind of bond that me and jealousy have is that it's kind of that thing that it appears inside of me. Like it just happens to be on my mind, and then it invades me. It invades me not on like a, not in a slow way, but it kind of just invades me instantly, and then just stays there, and then you don't really feel jealous until it decides to wake up and then scare you out of nowhere. It's just don't like it. And some of the ideas that I reject, they prevent me from doing things that a lot of other people have done, and a lot of other people have wanted to do, and I don't know how I feel about that. I thought I kind of dealt with all this, I guess, indecision within me, in a sense, a while back, but I guess I didn't. I guess it just lurks, and I don't know, it just sucks. But it's like, it's these types of thoughts, it's these types of, I guess, Cold War spy strikes that happen within me. It's these moments that like kind of happen, like maybe that used to maybe happen like once a week, twice a week, and now it seems as if they're happening whenever I need a moment to stay silent, or whenever I stay silent, or whenever I'm tired or on the brink of just absolute boredom. And I don't know, it sucks. It sucks because I want to not be like that. I don't it kind of just invades me. I'm a very accepting person. I have a lot of accepting people, and I just don't understand. I don't understand me. It's kind of always been like that, and I don't know. It just sucks. Because I'm like look, I'm a very happy person. All right, I am happy throughout the day. I am happy recording these episodes. I'm happy doing my streams. I'm happy talking to people, to PK, to Nick. I was happy when I talked to the Bros. But even then, there was a little jealousy. Even then, a little jealousy crept in with those folks. Even then. But I've always, I haven't always, but I've been happy. Especially with so much family over and and talking to people, and college. College, am I right? I finished the first semester. Yay. I'm a very happy person. And so it just surprises me when I have these moments of love for myself, and love and accepting of all these ideas, and the radical change of time and the world and shit. And then out of nowhere, I decide to reject myself, how I feel, and I kind of just block away from that. It's sort of in a more, in another sense, it's kind of like open-mindedness fighting with closed-mindedness, where the mind wants to be open to everything, but just the mind also wants to be closed away from the fact that it might be feeling, or might be wanting to be something or feel something a certain way. And it's just a war that never stops. It's a feud that never stops, and it kind of just creeps up on you. You know, war has always been that thing. Really, just anything has been that thing where it's always in the background, and it's so into the background, especially now, that I don't even feel it. And then, of course, when I do feel it, it just hits. It hits harder than it should. And I don't know, man. It's just... And look, I can easily make a joke about saying, like, oh yeah, and that's why my memories need to be freed, because it's Memoria Freeze and ha 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 ha, series name and shit, but it's not memories, it's just thoughts in it. It's just a bunch of thoughts. A bunch of shit that's in my head. Anyway, I think that's enough. Ranting for an episode. I honestly don't know what I've said this episode. I mean, I do, but I don't know why I said it. I don't know why my first option was... I don't know why my first reaction to remembering that I'm feeling this way every once in a while now, and my first action was to record Memoria Freese, but it was. And I've done it. I could have very easily just wept it off. Very easily could have just fallen asleep. But I didn't. For some strange reason, no matter if I take a billion days break, no matter if I get super lazy with these episodes at some points, whenever I really want to talk about something, whether it relates to anime or a movie or my life, I guess this is just the first place to come to. And it's been like that. And it's always been like that. And it'll continue to be like that. It'll continue to be like that. Because there is simply no end.